Hey folks, so Benji here from the Armory at River Road in Poplarville, Mississippi. This is our first YouTube video. We'll be sharing it across multiple platforms. We did our TikTok the other day to see how that works out for us. So now we're going to jump off into the YouTube.
Yeah.
See where this thing goes there. But just a little bit about ourselves here. We are the Armory at River Road. We're in Poplarville, Mississippi. We're located inside River Road Mercantile, so it's a little bit different than when, like you said the other day, people come in and see candles and looking for guns. They're kind of thrown off a little bit, but yeah, all you have to do is look through the back of the store, and you see the Armory back here. We like to say we have a little bit of something for everyone there.
Pretty much.
Yep. I think you remember it was a couple of times guys have come in and bought expensive things, and we kind of advise them to stop and get something up front.
Yes.
To take home first.
Yes.
Take home, put it in the door first there so that you don't bring in the gun first.
And we can even put a pretty pink bow on it.
Absolutely there. We can do a little bit of everything. So, but Armory at River Road, we are a licensed federal dealer. We have all the credentials to go along with that, FFL. We are an FFL 07, which means we're a manufacturer.
Yes.
So we build firearms here. We have several different platforms that we work off of. One of them being, of course, the AR. We have our own brand of AR-15s there, the headbangers. We're looking at a special run of those this year for the America 250 celebration. So you can look forward to that coming out. We are an SOT as well, which means Special Occupational Tax. That's the thing you have to be able to sell NFA, National Firearms Act items. The suppressors, which are the biggest thing.
Yes.
We do a lot of that, but also short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, AOWs, and even machine guns there. So being a 0702, we can build for agencies, we can build for samples, things like that, as well as transfers, everything else that goes along with dealing with your suppressors, because that seems to be where everything is right now. And we'll talk some more about that a little bit too there. But one of the other things, that we offer inside of here is we do have in-house armorers as well as a gunsmith. Our gunsmith comes there a couple of days a week. He works on firearms that he can work on here. Things that he can't, he just takes them with him to his shop there and continues on with his repairs and everything. So if you've got firearms that need to be tinkered with there to get them running better, and replacing parts or whatever you need done to us there, we've got that. I've got several other very reputable gunsmiths who are specialize in different things. Barrel threading, for one,
which is a big thing right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's we've sent several people to this gentleman there. He is very happy that we are in the suppressor business. We'll put it that way.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it's we do cover the gambit though, not just the AR platforms and suppressors. We are a hunting store, as well. Right now it's turkey season.
Yes.
Yes, all the turkey folks are coming in and getting calls and TSS ammunition and good old camouflage shotguns. So we're taking care of that. But through deer season, several other hunting lines that we carry, as well as cleaning products with mounts and holsters and everything else there. So we do cover a lot of area with our little store back here. So as we go forward there, we'll talk some more about it, but we have big plans. We want to make this thing bigger and better. This YouTube is part of that. Is getting the word out that we are here and show you some of the things that we can do, and let you help us grow this thing into something bigger and better, something for Poplarville, Poplarville County, and the surrounding areas. So
I did want to take a minute to introduce myself and to let Benji introduce himself. I'm Natalie Pullen. I'm a 20-year-old student from Poplarville, Mississippi. I've been here my entire life, and I've been in the Armory for about 3 years. I started off working in the mercantile front and ended up helping out one day and just fell in love with it, and I pretty much haven't worked in the front since. I have Everybody makes jokes about the suppressors, because if you need a suppressor, you call me, because I can have you in and out in about 15 minutes. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit less, but the entire process can be done in just 15 minutes. And I think that's something that we're we've been working on it for so long. I think we're coming up on 2 years of being a
Good,
major suppressor
solid
dealer.
suppressor work. We were offering them before, but um, especially with the fast return times, and
Right.
then now the $200 being taken off of having to get paying to get the suppressor.
Right.
It's just, and she's right. In and out. We do the pictures, fingerprints. We do everything here, and she has definitely become our champion of dealing with suppressor processing. She's training others, getting them up to speed, and getting everyone to a next level on that. So
Right.
you're definitely our go-to for that. So,
But anytime that I'm in here, I love that computer over there, the paperwork. That is my all-time favorite thing. But I love getting to hear from our regulars, getting to see any of our customers. We love them all, even though it's hard to sometimes, but we do love them all.
somebody has to love them, right?
Right. But especially with turkey season starting, we've got a bunch of new arrivals coming in pretty much daily, and that's kind of what we're going to be doing on YouTube, is to be able to show our new arrivals for what season we're in. And also consignment pieces is something that we've been really big on recently, especially with 30/30s. I
Yeah, I
don't really
know.
know what happened, but we ended up with, I think, 5 of them all
Yep.
at one time.
Yep.
And those are some pretty exclusive items, just because it's something that maybe somebody usually wouldn't get rid of, but then they've decided that they have, and we'll have people almost fighting over them
Yeah.
in here trying to get to them. And that's kind of what we want to do with YouTube, is y'all will be able to see the consignment pieces first and have exclusive access to them before anybody else does.
Absolutely. So like and subscribe, right?
Yes.
Hit that little bell, ding, subscribe to us. Make sure it's sending you the notifications there.
Yeah.
So,
and we'll be posting 2 to 3 videos a week, just depending on what season we're in and what's coming out every single day.
cool. Sounds good. My turn.
Yes.
All right. Well, for those of you that don't know me, which is most of the people outside the Poplarville area, I'm Benji Wells. I own the Armory at River Road, along with my wife, who owns the River Road Mercantile. It is a family business. We have our son Chris, which many of you know. Chris is our one of our premier builders in here when it comes to the ARs and troubleshooting and such as that on them. He is a partner in this as well. We have our youngest daughter Bailey, who does a lot of the social media stuff and marketing for the mercantile side. She's our HR department. We'll
Pretty
put it that
much.
way. Yeah, she gets people paid and does all that. So yeah, we built this as a family business, and it's in the 4.5 years that we've been doing this. It's really done well. We're so thankful to all of you folks who have come in here and taken the time to visit with us, see what we had to offer. Of course, purchasing from us, that helps us keep the doors open there. And we really push is shopping local, and trying to get folks to understand that, the money that's derived out of here in tax dollars, sales tax and such, comes right back to the city. And it does help to improve things all across the city there. So if it's not with us, we just ask you to give the local stores and vendors and everything, give them a chance. You may find something cheaper at a box store, but at the end of the day, we're all better for it there if you're buying locally and putting that money back into the system. But all right, so yeah, what we were talking about there was why we started this. Where did this come from? And the idea, I guess, has been in the works all of our life there, because both my mom, many of you knew Miss Ina around here, that had multiple businesses in Poplarville. So I grew up with her running retail businesses, small businesses. She was truly an entrepreneur. Flower shops, gift shops,
Mm-hmm.
anything that you could think of there. She's had a business doing it there. She had an antique store in town. Then she was doing coffee in there, and the
Yeah.
coffee got so big she started the first coffee shop in Poplarville. And so Chris and our older daughter Sarah, they all worked with my mom. They learned retail business working in a coffee shop through high school and into college. So it was kind of natural. And Lynn's mom, Miss Carol, she was in several different businesses herself, fabric business, clothing business, and
Mm-hmm.
such as that. So it's kind of natural in our family
Right.
that we've had people start businesses there. So it's an entrepreneurial spirit we brought to it.
Mm-hmm.
But to open up a gun shop, um, I guess what really drove it was that Chris and I have been in and out of the gun business, as far as purchasers and users and everything for so long.
Mm-hmm.
My background, I was in the U.S. Army as well as the Mississippi National Guard. As part of that, I was a member of the competitive marksmanship team. Traveled around for 3 years shooting competitively in the national match for the military, for the Army. And that led me into a lot of other training and classes and everything. A national match armorer's course, an basic armor course, things like that. So it just was natural. I can use those skills and training
Mm-hmm.
and talents in doing a business. So we came up with that idea, and Miss Lynn was like, "Well, I'd like to have a vintage and gift business
Yeah.
and such as that as well." So we just combined the two together, and it has worked. And
Very
it was
well.
it was one of those things to where there were some doubts starting it up. Yeah, should we put a gun shop inside of a mercantile? People may not like the guns or something like that.
Yeah.
But it does not take long to realize that every lady that walks in the front door and starts looking around there's probably a guy sitting out in the car waiting on her
Yeah.
because he didn't want to go in some foo-foo shop.
Yeah. And by the
So,
time she gets back here, she goes outside and goes and gets him, and then everybody's happy.
yep, absolutely there. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing. We mixed them together. It's really been a great response to it, and it's I hope a pattern that we can continue with here. That
Mm-hmm.
everything keeps going. But we realize too that there's not been a true gun shop that was full service. There were a couple of them over the years that have come and gone there, but we had a lot of different talents that we could bring to bear here to really give this a great chance of succeeding there. And
Right.
that's what we've done. Our team, aside from Natalie being our compliance and processing champion over there, and we've got another great friend of ours there from back in high school and throughout the years, Eric Rocker.
Yeah.
Eric is our manager in here. He runs things, especially when Chris and I both are out. Eric's retired law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
He brings a huge wealth of knowledge when it comes to, what officers and deputies and everyone are going to need on the streets, and that kind of thought process to it. He was really,
Yeah.
dealing with state contract.
Yeah.
He had been on the side of it there getting bids and stuff for state contract stuff. So we've gotten set up for that, so that now we're available to local agencies
Yeah.
to purchase through there because Eric was able to help us get into that. So just invaluable guy, and
Definitely.
we've got several other people there. Lynn Temple, again, retired, not retired, but former law enforcement,
Yeah.
as well as a former Marine. I don't
Mm-hmm.
guess you're ever a former Marine. You're always a Marine. But
Yeah.
but we got old Lynn in here with us, and
Mm-hmm.
our Chad Burge. Chad is our gunsmith. Chad is retired, medically retired out of the Mississippi National Guard.
Mm-hmm.
He was an infantry soldier. Um, Went on and got his education in gunsmithing. He went to school for it there and got everything that he needs. And
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention he's my cousin, so
Yeah.
he's kind of my mini me, little short guy. But so we have a lot of knowledge and skills that we bring to bear in here. So
Definitely.
but but that's kind of what it was. You know, we just wanted to have a place that the local community could have their local gun shop,
Mm-hmm.
provide them with as many things as we could as we build it out there, and we're listening to you. We hear, you know, all the time people asking us for, hey, do you have reloading supplies? Well, I wish I could. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't have room for it right now.
Right.
But as we grow, that's definitely something we want to do. Um,
I think the biggest thing that we get asked for,
mhm.
fishing stuff.
Fishing. Oh,
Every single day.
we could have made our retirement if we would have had fishing stuff in here already. But
Yes.
again, I just don't have the room for it. So
But we're getting there.
absolutely, and we've got a couple of plans that we're working through right now as far as adding space and moving spaces and doing things there that we want to add that in, you know, both saltwater and freshwater, because we have a lot of folks that go to the coast,
Yeah.
saltwater fish, and want to have them a place they could stop by. But we want to add that in. We want to add in several other outdoors lines there.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole goal is to build this into more of just a gun shop. Is it will be an outdoors business,
Right.
and try to provide the things that you're asking for. So let us know, you know, if there are things that you'd like to have available to you. And a lot of this is pass by and pick it up because you forgot it somewhere or whatever. We
Yeah.
understand that, but we'd like to have a little bit here for you anyway.
Definitely. And that's kind of another thing, something that you can expect from us here. We'll be posting across all platforms. We're set up as Headbanger here on YouTube and on Facebook as well. And then it is the Armory at River Road on TikTok and on X. So we'll be posting across all 4 platforms. Facebook is usually a daily thing, regardless of what's going on. We have something for you on Facebook, regardless. TikTok is going to be about 2 to 3 days a week. We have some fun ideas planned for TikTok, exclusive videos especially. And that's kind of where we're going to get some of our regulars in. They don't quite know about that yet, but we're getting there. And here on YouTube, it will be about 2 to 3 videos a week. Again, like I said, just depending on what season we're in and what we have coming in. But we'll be showing all of our new arrivals. We're going to be talking to all of our people that work behind the counter every single day and some things that we've all seen. And we also want to talk to some of our customers about that as well, just to see how everybody else's response is to the Armory, just because we might see it a little bit differently.
But yeah, we just invite you to come by, visit with us. You know, you'll get to see some things on here, but there's a whole lot more than just what we're going to present. And
sure.
Come talk to us, and you know, stop in and get you some Silver Run coffee. You know, our friends at Silver Run Roasters, they are right here local. They roast our coffee for us, and get you a bag of Headbanger coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got our own brand of coffee even. So a lot of stuff, a lot of things to look for and look at here. But I guess that's about it for today.
Yeah.
We'll be putting together some more videos and getting some cool things out here for you to see. But in the meantime, folks,
stay ready.
Stay ready.